What's going on, guys? I'm Journey, back with a thoughts video. This time on Chrono Cross, the Radical Dreams Edition. This game is a remaster from Chrono Cross, which came out 20 years ago, if not more, on the PS1. So thank you, Square Enix, for that. Now, there are some things I kind of dislike about this, but before we get into that, you are Surge. You have tasks, and upon completion of your task, you meet your friend at the beach. Before she makes a massive confession, you end up getting swept up by the waves. Next thing you know, you end up in a whole nother world. You meet some people. Some people know exactly where you're from, your origins, what's going on. And before you even know, a woman shows up and she helps you to combat your competitors. And then you end up teaming up with her. From there, you meet a whole bunch of freaking like different types of characters and party members in there. Over 40 characters strong that you can acquire. But your journey is going to take you through time, space, and even fighting fate itself. Okay, now combat. It's the same as it was 20 years ago. No different. From when you first start in your battle, you have your levels that you have to first work with. Levels is when you run up to an enemy and then you'll see like a little small box. And it'll be level 1, which will always be 99. Level 2, which will decrease. And level 3 is a heavy attack. So think level 1, light punch. Think level 2, medium punch. Level 3, think of it like a high punch. With the accuracy going down depending on the level. But the more you connect, the accuracy will go up for all your attacks. So you try maybe 2 ones and then you can finally do a 3. You might be able to hit from there. That's the way how it works. And in doing so, connected will also build up your grid. And inside your grid, you can slot things in that gives you healing, that gives you buffs, element attacks, so many things you can put in there. Also, this game does feature summoning. It doesn't work the same way how Final Fantasy will work. So there's a feel effect that's in play when you start any battle. And in order for you to summon, you have to fill the grid with a specific color. It can't be there's 3. So you can't technically fill it with, let's say, a blue or red and then a blue and then summon. You can't. It has to be all blue or all red. And the only thing you can summon is the the relative of the same color. So if it's all filled blue, it has to be blue. And you can only summon once per battle. Unless you fill the grid up again with a different color or you have a different summoning. So I believe a lot of trees come with at least 2 summoning. So you could try that, but it does take a while to acquire those things. Also, in combat, you can trap elements too. So they do have those things there for you as well. So you can trap a specific element, whatever you're looking for, and then hope you can find the enemy that does have that. And so once they cast it, then you can steal it. So it's not bad, it's pretty nice. Also, there's combination attacks. So every character has their own tech skills that will then be slotted into their grid upon leveling up. And depending on the characters that you have together, they can perform combination attacks. And obviously combination attacks can only be performed once. It can't be performed more than that. Okay, now as far as music is concerned, outside from the main menu where there are some remixes that you can listen to, the soundtrack is essentially the same, which is great because this is really one of the greatest soundtracks ever made, period. There, I said it. Also, this game does feature a short story that kind of leads you into the events of the main game. So that is something that you should probably check out. I don't think it's too long, but hey, give it a look. Also, okay, the biggest knock I have on this is the frame rate. It gets so bad from time to time, and I think sometimes the game dips below 15 FPS. Trust me, I would not be surprised. With some of the combat sequences, like it can happen at random. It doesn't really happen in the main world, nor through the menus. The menus don't feel too bad. They don't feel like fluid or anything. It's just when you get into the combat and you're battling, sometimes that thing really slows down and it's really annoying. But for considering everything that's kind of happened and for what this game is and how long it's been, you know, you could take it. But I wish that was something they would have fixed. The other thing is there's a mini game on Fargo's ship, the SS Invincible. Before you could press start on it, and then you could do this little trick that will get you a perfect roll every time. For whatever reason, they decided that it was time to take that out. I mean, it was a bug, but it's not. It doesn't break the game. There's no leaderboard, so you don't have to worry about cheating or anything. It just blows my mind that that was something that in their mind they had to prioritize fixing as opposed to the frame rate. So, I mean, it's just like, come on, man, like really, come on. Either way, that's like the main things I found that was like really bad with this. But outside of that, I think it's an amazing game. And it's available on all platforms now. Finally, first time on Xbox. It's on Nintendo Switch. It's out on a PS4, which you can play on your PS5. It's out on PC via Steam. And supposedly Steam doesn't have the issue where you can't press start on the minigame for Fargo's little Russian roulette game that he has. So it's, some things just blows my mind, but at least we do have it here, because the only other means that you have to play this game, at least back then, was via emulation, the PS3, the PS TV, the PSP, and the PS Vita. So, hey, and it's a legitimate way to actually support the company, even though they could have done better. But at $19.99, I can't complain, and you can also probably find it at this point on a sale as well. So, that's my thoughts on Chrono Cross: The Radical Dreamers Edition. This is a high recommendation for me. Go and pick it up, especially even more so if it's your first time. Until then, make sure you take care of yourselves and each other, and I hope to catch you guys on the next one. Until then, take care, be safe, everybody. Love ya. Bye-bye.